So today we're going to talk about choosing a rifle scope. "4 by 20 by 50 mil, what do those numbers mean? So the first two questions I ask the customer when we're looking at an optic is, one, what are we going to do with that optic, whether we're using it at the range or we're hunting? Two, do we have a dollars and cents that we want to invest into that optic? The dollars and cents really narrows down our options. So if we have $300 to $400 to spend on an optic, straight away we're going to start looking at the Vengeance or the Thrive models. If we have a $500 to $900, we can have a look at great options in our Thrive HDs and start to head into our Trace models. If we're looking to invest that little bit more, we can start looking towards the high-end Trace and the Trace Advance. That's where the first question comes in. What are we going to do? Are we going to be hunting, or are we going to the range where we're just going to plink a lot of targets? Are we going to dive into long-range shooting? If the answer is I want an optic to go hunting with, I start to look at magnification. Am I going to be taking an offhand shot? Am I going to be shooting at a moving target? Am I going to be shooting from a position that is less than perfect? In all of these regards, I want the ability to have a low magnification. The 2.5 ability on the Thrive HD is perfect. 2.5, I can take that 100 meter offhand shot and I'm only seeing 2.5 times my movement. If we look at, for example, the Thrive HD 6 by 24, 6 is heading on that verge of a higher magnification. If I'm using the back of a vehicle as a rest, or if I'm always going to have a prone shot, 6 is perfect. But yet again, coming for that offhand quick hurried shot, I would rather have the 2.5. That is where for an offhand hunting rifle, the 2.5 by 15 by 50 mil Thrive HD is going to be a perfect option. If we're looking at that dollar point of $300 to $400 mark, then the Vengeance 3 by 12 or the Thrive 3 by 9 is still going to have that lower magnification that will allow me to take my offhand shot. On the other side, if the customer says I am just going to be range shooting, then we have the ability to start looking into something a little bit more higher magnification, and it doesn't have to have that low 3, 4, 5 minimum magnification. So yet again, we come back to budget. If the price point is around that $300 to $500 mark, then the higher end in the Vengeance models having the 4 by 16 is a great magnification range. It also gives us the ability to start heading out to a little bit of distance, having the external elevation and windage turrets. So let's say that we have between $500 to $800 to spend. We're going to both hunt and shoot at the range. The Vengeance 4 by 20 by 50 is a great option for that. We still have our low magnification of 4 power, still capable of taking offhand shots at 100 meters, but we now have our 20 magnification to be able to dial in at those further targets for when we need to. Scope I've chosen for this rifle is the Trace 3 by 18. Now this optic serves as many features. I had this on my hunting centerfire rifle. I still have the minimum magnification of 3 for my offhand, either rushed or harder positioned shots, and I still have a max magnification of 18 to allow me to shoot out to my further targets. The benefit to the Trace models when we can start to justify our $900 to $1,300 marks is our adjustments. Now if we head to my competition rifle, that's where I start to look into my first focal ZeroTech Trace Advance 4.5 by 27 by 50. And the benefit and why I run multiple Trace Advances is because it is a first focal plane and a mil radiance. Perfect for a quick style of competition, for example, your PRS style of competition, your practical rifle or your NRL. When it comes to optics, you can talk about it all day. The biggest thing is to remember the optic is the limiting factor in a rifle setup. The more you invest into your optic, the more you enjoy your time behind the rifle. That being said, there's a great range of ZeroTechs at a variety of value points to allow any shooter to get out and start shooting. If you have any questions, please let us know.